Hello and welcome to episode 47 of ghostgalknits podcast. I'm Ghost, also known as Sarah. So, not much on the admin. A lot of the stuff I would normally do in admin is actually going to get explained. So, a couple of weeks ago, I recorded a podcast and it happened to be the wrong podcast. Because I thought I hadn't done episode 46, and I hope I said 47 at the start. If I did not, this is 47. Pay no mind to bleep blops and bloops. I did not mute anything at all. So it's going to be bleep blop and bloop in here. And don't mind the crazy color changes off to the right of me. I have my Xbox on, and it kind of went into its half the screen just tells you who's coming on, if you're getting invites and stuff like that. So, and squeaky chair per normal. So, I was going to record this podcast last Wednesday, but that did not happen. Excuse me. But that did not happen due to we had a nor'easter and it knocked out power. I did get power back in the afternoon, but by that point I was like, I'm not recording anything. So I did not record anything. This was another, I was going to record it earlier in the day, did not happen, because I found a car show on Netflix. I gotta stay away from the car shows, I really do. And sorry you guys haven't seen me in a little bit. I have been busy. I've been getting my Christmas items done. I'm doing Christmas items, shop hats. There's also been a couple of things going on behind the scenes. At the start of the year, I'm closing down the Etsy shop, and there's a fly buzzing around, and we will be moving to a new website, which I will give more details on as the rest of the year goes on. But definitely by Christmas, I will have all the links and everything set up, and hopefully I will have some shop hats. I have some shop hats that can go on. I've got scarves that can go on. I will also be taking commissions through there as well, which will be a lot easier probably. Hopefully. And hopefully I don't get fees galore like I was on Etsy. Like, I went sniffing through my statements today. Actually, just earlier, because I was talking to a friend about it. He used to have a Teespring. I think I still do. It's just I've forgotten about it. But anyways, he used to have a Teespring, and he left the company. He left that particular site because of, well, bad business practices. And unfortunately, Etsy's starting to get into the bad business practices. So, we are going to go on to works in progress. My first works in progress is Christie's stocking. I have not done anything on this because when it was not a good time of month for me to be trying to do new things I did not understand. So this is what I have. This is just the leg part. I haven't gone to start the heel yet. It is going to happen. So some of these gifts I might not get done this Christmas, or they will going to people with a ball of yarn attached saying you'll get it at Easter completed. Or you'll see it next year. My next works in progress is my mom's, hang on, let's see, there we go, without losing that. is my mom's pooling blanket. We all know the story with this yarn. I could not. It was supposed to be a pooling like Argyle effect. Yeah, me and that did not agree. Especially since so much counting. You had to keep 13 stitches in a certain section all the way to get the pooling effect. Well, I threw it on the loom, and if I do say so myself, this is churning out friggin' amazing. So this, so right here is roughly where I was last time. So I have made some, so I have done some work on this. I kind of worked on this. I worked on this a bit last week. So this is where, right about here's where I was. So that's some pretty good progress. Like, pretty good. So that's going along great. I've still got, I think, 5 or 7 more balls to go. So I still got a little bit more to do. Next is, so this is a bag I'm working on. It's a granny square bag, just like this one right here that I actually, let me see. There we go. So it's gonna end up like this one. This is for Mom. I haven't worked out how to put the handle on yet. It says sew it to the top. I'm like, I know 3 different ways to sew a handle on. So it's like just a round robin of how I want to sew the handle on. Ooh, I think next time I'll make sure these bits is on the bottom. So this is how big it's gonna be. Should be enough to hold one of Ma's Christmas gifts. And this one is gonna be for my, again, fly. We have a fly problem in this house. I know where it's coming from. I'm not getting into that right now. So this is for my brother's girlfriend. I actually had to remember what colors I was putting with what, because reasons. Whoop. Get over there. Next is my mom's sweater. This one is on hold just because it's one of those, I need a bunch of mental capacity available in order to do it. Okay. So this is where I was last time. I've done a lot of work. So I've gone up, so I've done quite a bit of work on it. I was doing 30 minutes a day on this while listening to books, which I have since suspended my which I have actually not suspended, paused. That's the correct word. Paused my Audible account, mostly because I got 10 books that really need to get done. And one of them's from a couple of years ago. No, maybe more than a couple. Yeah, anyways, I've got books that need to get done before I even think about adding new books to the list of reads, before I even think about it. So, there is that. Next is I've got Cora's Couch. Whoops. Which is another one that's coming along great. It's mindless enough Here we go. You probably notice a theme when I make horror stuff. I mean, it's not that, I mean, it's obvious, this particular theme. It just goes with her so well. So, this is going to be a couch for her eventually. It might get done this Christmas, it might not. If it doesn't, I'll get her some treats as an apology for not having a Christmas present. She won't be sad. Next is I've made some more progress on this particular item. If I can get... Okay, row counter, you do not belong to this project. You belong to that project right now. Stay. So, I have made some nice progress on this. I'm thinking next week I might put all my efforts into my harder projects. So, stockings, mostly. Stockings. Get some more progress on those. I got those done by Christmas Day in order to put them on the railing. Well, one of them's going on the railing. The other two I'm making are going to be going to my brother's house, where hopefully they will end up being used. Hopefully. My brother's not one for decorating much. So this is coming along very nicely. It is getting closer to the end. So I think I have one or two more of these. My God, homespun is not my preferred yarn. So no homespun, please. Mom is happening to get these at a thrift shop. And before I could answer her, she went and bought them. I was like, thanks, Ma. Not my favorite. So, but I find throwing it on the loom works out beautifully. Crocheting with it, not so much. And then, I think that was about... Oh, nope. No, it's not. And then I am remaking my sweater. You guys remember that from whenever I did it? When did I do this one? This is why we write down notes. Okay. Okay. Was it 2020? I'm sure. What is all the... Oh. Okay, that's a lot of old stuff. This notebook's been used for a lot of things over the years. Okay. So, I know I was showing it. I'm just not sure when. It's gotta be 2020 here somewheres. Adam's blanket. Sweater. Ah, here we go. Okay, so I started this sweater back 1 year ago. Last November. So, I did that 1 year ago last November. So in that year, I have ripped it apart because it was too small. I ended up with 2 extra balls of yarn. I've been on this rant. Not sure where, but I've been on this rant. So, now I'm getting about 16 rows per ball of yarn with using a 9mm hook. Is that overkill? Yes. Because this was the closest way I could get to the gauge of the author. Because she is loose. Like, you need a 10mm hook loose. So, I went with a 9mm. And so far, so good. It is a lot bigger. This is actually going to fit me now. With a bit of extra room to spare, which I am 100% fine with. I'm 100% fine with that. And I believe that's it for works in progress. Today was a quicker podcast. I didn't have a lot to talk about. Next podcast should be a little more chatty because I should have more to talk about. Last thing is a finished object, which is a candy corn pillow I made. Ugh. I have a fly issue. And it's not going to go away very easily. So, don't mind me, just batting flies, because for some reason they enjoy me. I don't know why. I took a shower today. I don't smell. I don't get it. So, it's a candy corn pillow. I have a picture. Let me just turn down my brightness. And do that. Go to, nope, wrong section. There we go, gallery. I really need to put the gallery next to the camera. Okay. Okay, a little more brightness down. Let's see. There we go, that's a bit better. You can kind of see it in that picture. There we go. Getting glare back, but you can kind of see it. So that's the finished object. I'm going to, at the end of this month, I'll have another finished object. It's going to be a little pumpkin pie. I'm going yarn shopping tomorrow to attempt to find a golden brown crust color. That's going to be a tall order to fill. If not, I'll just get a tan. But to me, it looks like an undercooked pie crust. So, I will see you all on the next episode. Until then, happy crafting and have a good life.